What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Dr. Binary, B Code, Binary Code. What else can you call me? Whatever. Back at you with another live video. Hey. Yo, shout out to Roxy. Shout out to Spotum. Yo, shout out to UT, Unadulterated Truth. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Robin. Shout out to Samba Queen. Shout out to Yvonne. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Thank you for joining me in the festivities that we got going on today, in the effery that we get to kind of dive into. This live may be long. It may not be long. You guys know the circumstances. You guys know. Juanito thinks that this is all a gimmick, that I am not sneaking on the internet, and this is just all a play. To what end? I don't know. But hey, everybody is entitled to their opinions. So what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? First and foremost, I really don't know what's going on in the Umar Johnson sector. I don't get it. I don't understand what's happening. But what I'm going to do is next week, I'm going to play catch up. I am going to play catch up. I'm going to see who's siding with who, what's going on over here, what's going on over there. So I am going to be playing catch up, and I'm going to give my honest breakdown of the state of the Umar Johnson sector, sector. I think D. Durrell has his own sector now. why do people do that? Why? You know who is successful though? You want to know who is successful of actually having her own sector? Sister T. Sister T has been successful with creating the Sister T sector. Isn't that a name you haven't heard in a while? Unless she's been doing things. Look, I haven't really been keeping up on the haps. You know what I mean? I'm going live right now because Dragons is back. Lord. And y'all are probably thinking, well, she ain't never went nowhere. Yeah, she has went somewhere. When her name isn't buzzing, she gone. She could be sitting on panels. You know, she could be eating a bologna sandwich under a bridge. It doesn't matter. If her name isn't buzzing, she's not around. But now that her name is buzzing, she's back. And of course, I got some shit to talk. Hit that like button if you want. You don't have to. This is the backup to the backup to the backup. Who cares? But who knows? Maybe the backup to the backup to the backup might be the main channel one day. So yeah, you know what? Go ahead and hit that like button. Let me see if anybody else has stepped into the building. Meow Meow is here. I'm No Joke is in the building. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Oh, thank you for popping. Thank you for popping through this Saturday morning. It's morning for me, guys. I don't know about y'all. It's 9:34 where I'm at. Okay, I don't even know either. I'm a little lost actually from what I was watching. Yeah, bits and pieces. Yeah, what's up, Red Bonnie Hood? Good to see you, superstar. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about it. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Before we can break down the psychology of dragons, right? What I would like to do is really me. it's really me. We live. Is we live? Yeah, we live. But to the backup. You already know. To the backup, to the backup, to the backup. I'm not trying to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people because I'm trying to keep. Well, okay. Let me just give you guys a tidbit of information. Can I give you a tidbit of information? No, I'm not even going to do that. Don't be stupid, Binary. Don't be stupid. But anyways, y'all already know. Okay, but before we could jump into the psychology of dragons, let's go ahead and talk about. Hold on, where are my notes? I got a little bit of notes, man. I'm trying to make this a an actual show. Gosh, dog, if I could find my notes, all these damn tabs. Please don't tell me I got rid of my notes. The psychological impact of the homeless. No, that's not it. Okay, let's see here. All right, yeah, let's talk about this. Put put the name of the person if you dare, or the emoji of the person if you dare, if you can figure out who I'm talking about. But I want to talk about the common signs and causes of attention seeking behavior. Because there's one person, well, there's tons of people on YouTube, and there's tons of people within the B sector and within the Umar Johnson sector that probably have these syndromes. But there is one person that stands head and shoulders above the rest, that at this person's detriment of wanting attention, you know what I mean? They will go through turmoil. They will go through grief. They will go through heartache. They will go through the painstaking emotions of fake relationships to seek attention. They don't care about the type of attention they get, the quality of attention they get. Just as long as this individual gets attention, this individual is satisfied. And it does not matter what type of attention this individual receives. I don't want cookies. Well, this website requires cookies. All right. Attention seeking party people can manifest itself in different or various forms. This can happen in the real world, but this can also happen, you guessed it, on the stinking internet, especially on the YouTube application, especially within the sectors we like to frequent. Most attention seeking people, and the particular person that I'm talking about, they start off by fishing for compliments. And the particular person that I'm talking about, this individual cannot help themselves when it comes to fishing for compliments. I mean, this individual, if you go on his or her platform, they will actually get somewhat upset if another individual receives compliments over them on their platform, not necessarily even over them, but if this particular person doesn't think that they are receiving the right amount of compliments, they will get extremely frustrated, upset, and borderline start attacking the person that's actually receiving. No, 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 my bad. Borderline attacking the person that's actually giving the compliments. God damn. And I'm going to tell you that form of verbal abuse, and that form of fishing for compliments by verbally abusing somebody because their attention isn't on you, is also a slight form of mental health disorder. And it can put a heavy strain on relationships. Another example of this person tends to not have his or her own trauma. And so what this person does is latches onto other people's trauma. God, other people's trauma. And you're probably thinking, well, Dr. That's why I said Dr. Binary, back at you with another live video. Y'all probably thinking, well, what does that have to do with attention seeking if they're latching on to other people's trauma? Wouldn't that be giving that other person attention? Maybe, unless the attention that this particular person that I have in mind is seeking sympathy. Lord, they will they will latch on to somebody else's trauma, drama, whatever it is, and they will empathize and probably sympathize with them and say that they can feel their pain, or that they're going to help them out, or that they had a cousin, or they had an uncle, or they had an auntie, or they had this, or they had that. Mm, mm, mm. I think you guys, let me see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at the names getting thrown out there. Don't get yourselves in trouble now. Don't be getting yourselves in trouble now throwing the names out. But I did ask for you guys to throw some names out that if you think you know who I'm talking about. Another thing is the embellishment of stories. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Uh I made up a lot of stories here on YouTube. I made up a lot of stories and I embellished a lot here on YouTube because I like to express through I like to verbally express and paint vivid pictures with my words. And so I guess I can kind of fall into this category, but who doesn't embellish a little bit if you're a YouTuber for dramatic effect? Okay? But this attention seeking mofo embellishes just about all his or her stories. Man, oh man, this person has held a job, this person has lost a job, this person has been making money, this person has been shown to actually not really have money. I mean, good lord. I mean, this person has done it all. This person is in incredible shape. This person is a lush. I mean, I there's just so much to it. There's so much to this particular person. So the question has to be, why can't you just be yourself on YouTube? Even if you don't want to personally identify who you are, why can't you just have your own personality on YouTube? Because typically, people with their own personality on YouTube are not as entertaining. Okay. And if you don't have a particular field of study where you are a master of some particular area, if you don't have if you don't have that type of personality or whatever, you're gonna be if you don't have the type of personality to maintain on YouTube and you don't have a particular area of study, you're going to be boring. And so what this person and a lot of people have to do is they have to create an alter ego. Dun dun dun. Now there is nothing wrong with having a slight petty side. There's nothing wrong with embellishing a little bit. There's nothing wrong with all that. But when your entire being on YouTube and social media is false, fake, not real, there's something wrong with that. And so that's why these people, these attention seeking people, that's one of the reasons why they will not truly be themselves. Another reason why is because if they were themselves, we would realize just how low self esteem they truly have. Lord, Lord. I'm telling you, when a lot of people, and this person in particular, displays negative attention seeking behavior, it is typically due to their low self esteem and how they feel insecure about themselves, which is why this particular person that I'm thinking about, he or she always has to be validated by their looks. Lord. Good God. They gotta be validated by their looks. Wanting some level of reassurance from those around them, whether it's the beef sector, whether it's the sector. They have to have that level of assurance. Like, if it's a woman, do you think I'm beautiful? If it's a man, do you think I'm fine? Do you think I'm handsome? The person that I'm thinking about in my mind, wow, saying this definitely needs that assurance. And if this person does not receive that reassurance of themselves, they will crash the fuck out. Another reason why adults could be okay, we are adults within the beef sector. We are adults within the Umar Johnson sector. So there is no reason that as adults we should be acting like this. Now, as super young adults, 19, 20-year olds, and then children, teenagers, okay, we can see why they're going to seek attention, right? But why do grown ass people have these juvenile tendencies? I gave you the first one, low self esteem. How about these mofos cannot help themselves but to be jealous when they see somebody else doing something that they think they can do, but they probably can't do? And the person I'm thinking about, this person is probably jealous because they want to be slightly educated, slightly informed on the haps, but they just don't have the correct study habits to be informed, to engage in meaningful conversations. Lord. Let me get into the chat before I finish my little notes on jealousy to see your guys' thoughts. Let's see here. Oh, look at Terry. There's just too many. Oh my God. Just too many. You're going to be on shock him. Oh, not shock him. Stop. Go swinging a hammer. Swinging a hammer of truth this morning. Got to bring the truth. Yeah, I came in preaching. You know what I'm saying? Came in preaching. What's up? I think I said what's up to Roxy. Trina, what's up? What's up? Oh, is Jessica here? Is El Presidente here? If you are, good to see you. Indica, what's up? Konnichiwa, friend. Oh, false. Shakim then, his alter ego could be a bisexual man with a fake Twitter. Your photo's gonna be on a lot of thumbnails, Negro. What's up, this set? Good to see you. Hey man, I tried to listen to one of your lives, but man, it was definitely dragons. Did they lie about their sexuality? Red Bonnie Hood trying to figure this out. Damn, somebody says ZX Dimples Tosa. I am saying a lot of he she stuff. Oh Lord Jesus. All right. Well, cool. Thank you guys for playing along. Should I reveal? Should I reveal? No, I'm not gonna reveal. Maybe later. Okay, so like I said, it's extremely commonplace for a kiddo to act like this, right? To be extremely jealous. I remember. No, no, can't go there because then I'll give some stuff away. But there was a conversation that I was actually having with this individual, and things got a little educational. And this individual had to remind me that it was YouTube. Lord, Lord. So with the jealousy type, right, and acting like a 3-year-old because you're not getting the attention that you need. What's one of the things? Let's just say a new content creator or a new chatter or a new person that hits the panel uh is introduced with whether within the sector or the B sector. The person that I'm thinking about, if this person doesn't get he or she's proper introduction, that person will wig the hell out. That person will display behaviors to demonstrate just how much of a hold they have on the sector. Like, you gonna know who I am. You gonna respect my name. And that's this person to a T. Another thing is why a grown ass man or woman will be engaged in childlike attention seeking behaviors is because they are lonely as hell. This person that I'm thinking about will make you believe that they have all the damn friends in the world, that they have a life outside of YouTube. But I am going to let you know you have, you the chatter, you the listener, you the subscriber, you that doesn't have a channel and do content. You have way more of a life than the person that I'm thinking about that's on YouTube almost 24 mother effing hours a mother effing day. You have more friends, you have more money, you have more say in your society and community than the person that I'm thinking about. But this person would have you believe that he or she is doing big things, but they're lonely as hell. Which is why the person that I'm thinking about, this individual salivates over people on his or her panel. Salivates. Can hardly carry a panel by. Carry their channel or gain the attention of their audience by their mother effing selves. The reason why they can't do it by themselves is because they are forever lonely without the people that hit their panel, without the people that are in their chats. So just think about this for a second. You, the chatter, you, the listener. Think about, what if this was the only mode of communication with the outside world that you had? You felt accepted within the Umar Johnson sector or within the beef sector. And so you always come back here for validation of not only your self-worth, but friendship. Lord, Lord, that is a miserable existence. It's a miserable existence. It's horrible. But because that person is so lonely, because that person is so isolated from the outside world, his or her world is truly the sector. Now, for our sake, unfortunately for their sake, but for our sake, cool. When we're bored, when not too much is going on, when the World Series isn't happening and the Dodgers isn't hitting like a grand slam in the bottom of the 10th inning, we can go ahead and tap on in because we can rely on this particular person because there is nothing outside of this. There's nothing outside of this. There's barely any family outside of this. Barely. And if this particular person actually has family, we know very, very little. Very little. Look, y'all know I'm on and off this bitch a lot. I remember Slander God when I first entered into the beef sector. I remember something Slander God said. Slander God said, "Yeah, the beef sector. It seems like they dig in binary a little bit, but what are they gonna do when that motherfucker disappears for 3 months?" Like he knows my patterns, and that has to happen because I have life outside of here. Like you have to have real life. But for the person I'm thinking about, I mean, I've been studying this person. It is obvious that this person has no life outside of YouTube. Look, YouTube will make this person work out if need be. YouTube will make this person eat a certain way if need be. YouTube will make this person speak a certain way if need be. If this person lost his or her channel, this person would lose his or her mother effing identity as a person, as a real person. If I lost my YouTube channel, I just lose binary code. Code fam. B code sector alerts. That's it. But nothing else changes. If this person lost their freaking YouTube channel, they might potentially think about ending something else. God damn. Now, you guys know about the DMS4, DMS5, and the criteria that goes within that, and how it is like really good information to get when diagnosing somebody with something. I'm not here to diagnose, but what I am here to say is a person, a grown ass person, man or woman, that is trapped in this form of the matrix, in my humble opinion, may be suffering from a mental health disorder. May be suffering from a mental health disorder. Oh gosh. Oh, did I say I meant DSM. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Yeah. DSM. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. How can I put this? See, now you got now. See, now I'm fucked up like with the acronyms and shit. Um. Okay. Dang. This might give it away. Histrionic personality disorder. Those who experience histrionic personality disorder, look it up and then you look it up and then you will know. Damn it. Look, you know what? I'm going to reward those that do their mother effing homework. I'm going to reward those that do their mother effing homework because if you look up HPD, I'm pretty sure you will be you will have a very, 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 very good idea of who the hell I'm talking about. I'm not going to speak it. I'm not going to tell you what it means. I'm not going to give you a definition. Do your research. Do your homework. But then there is borderline personality disorder. And then there's my favorite, the narcissistic personality disorder. You know, narcissists. Narcissists are people, especially this individual, that have a deep rooted, deep seated need to gain praise or validation from others. Like they have to have that. So, of course, they're going to engage in attention seeking behaviors. Let me go to the chat to see if some people actually did their research and homework and might let's see. Oh, oh shit. I'm not saying names, Red Bonnie Hood. I'm not making it that easy. I'm ready for Binary to spill the beans. I don't think I'm really gonna spill the beans like that. I don't really think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna, because look, the person I'm talking about, he or she probably will not do their research. So they're not gonna have a clue that I'm sitting here shitting on them for how long now? For like 35 minutes straight. But for the people like Leanne that actually got it, whoo, whoo, whoo. You know, shout out to people that like this kind of stuff. Shout out to people that don't like to just get spoon sped everything. You know what I mean? Shout out to people that probably had to open up another device and just Google. Look, I love Google. I love research tells it all, code. I love I love Google. Google is like that search engine, whatever the hell it is. I don't know that demonic search engine. Look, there was a I forgot how to I forgot like how to times things by the highest power, right? I forgot how to do that. All I did, right, was Google that shit, right? Like I took a picture of the problem and Google did the rest. And it actually the problem that I took a picture of, that problem popped up. And I was like, damn. And they broke it down how I'm supposed to break this shit down. Now, I will say this before I took a picture of that problem, I tried to do it on my own, right? And I'm not going to tell you guys the problem because you're going to be like, you're a doctor and you struggle with that. It's been a while. It's been a while, right? It's been a while. But I tried to do it on my own just to see if how I did it and how it's supposed to be done was accurate. And I did do it right. However, I just wasn't confident, right? So I took that picture, boom, it laid it out. Google, I love it, man. I love it. Mr. Don, what you wait, Mr. Don, what you women want from a man? Lord. Who is this? I just got here and I know exactly who the fuck you talking about. Yeah, Chat GPT. Yes, 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 yes. Were you doing homework with the kids? That new math is my yes, yes. I'm supposed to be teaching the work. Like, what the fuck? What do I gotta teach? What the hell y'all want me to teach? Because okay, I'll throw a little bit out there. In Arizona, um, a shit ton of money has been placed into tutoring. So if you are a tutor, you damn near make more money than an actual teacher, and you don't have to deal with the headaches. MBK, what is up, big dog? What is up? Yeah, it is not the same math. Facts on top of facts on top of facts. All right, so let's get back into it. Okay. Um. All right. So. Oh yeah. Okay. That was pretty much it, right? Because that was the last thing I wanted to do was send you guys to Google to do your homework on histrionic personality disorder, and what that entails, because that will clearly, well, maybe not clearly, but it will definitely point you in the right direction of who it was that I was talking about. Now, what I really wanted to do this live for, right? And y'all know me. I wanted to kill some time because, I don't just like getting into the meat and potatoes or the heart of the live right away. I like to massage. No, that's a bad word. Nah, that's not a good enough. That's not a good word. But I like to kind of, never mind. Anyways, let's get into what it is that I created this live for. Dragons. Now, I didn't watch Lemon's uh uh Halloween party. I need to go back and watch it. I think it's like 9 hours long or some shit. I've been too busy playing 2K25 on the PS5, right? So so it was it was real difficult for me to do that. But what I think I can do is I think I can watch it on replay while playing 2K25, right? So I think I could do that. But I didn't watch it. So there's a lot that has probably happened from the time that I created this live stream to right now. Dragons and Lemon, they could probably be the bestest of friends right now. They could be BFFs. I have no idea. But let me tell you this, if they were BFFs right now, that would not surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. And I think you guys know why now. It wouldn't surprise me. Does dragons have a home? Because if dragons doesn't have a home, this is the picture I want to paint in your minds on today. I'm going to base my description story. Now, remember, I always get in trouble for this, but this is just my thoughts. This may not be true. I'm just saying my thoughts. But I'm going to base it on dragons pretty much being, you know, what is it called? Transient, couch surfer, shelter to shelter, bridge to bridge. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to base my assumptions and assessments on that. Now, what I want you to do is because just so you guys know, within our nation, homelessness has increased by leaps and mother effing bounds. I think it's over 100 and something percent more. It has increased by 100+%. So let's just say we had 20,000 homeless people. Now we have 43,000 homeless people. So I'm pretty sure in your neck of the woods, and there's a shit ton more homeless people than that. I'm just making the numbers easy. But I'm pretty sure in your neck of the woods, you have seen an increase within the homeless population. Now, I want you to picture the consistent homeless person that you see. I have a few in mind. So as I drive around my city, there's a few of them in mind, that I already have in mind, that I know. Like if I was at this corner, this person would be there. If I was hitting this corner, because I have a very consistent routine, you know what I mean? I can get that in my mind. So hopefully you have that person in mind because it's critical for the description that I'm about to give. I want you to picture that person having a cell phone and being knee deep within the sector. Oh shit. Picture that person. Look, I remember being on one corner, right? And I guess it was the Holy Spirit must have prompted me to do this, right? The Holy Spirit had me dig in my wallet. And y'all know me. I shit, when it comes to money, I am frugal, cheap. I don't care what y'all call me. But I was prompted by the Spirit to give this dude $20. Now, when I gave this dude $20, he did not look at the money. He thanked me, but he did not look at the money initially. He was happy. You could tell he was happy, super thankful, but he didn't want to look at the money in front of me because maybe in his mind, he probably thought that was rude, right? But I was tripping because, am I really giving with a generous heart, or am I giving like why am I giving this money to this dude because I wanted to see his mother effing reaction because I gave him $20. Like I wanted him to be like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, kind." You know what I mean? I wanted all that for whatever reason. Maybe this was the negative attention seeking stuff that we just went over. Maybe that was a form of it oozing out of my pores, right? So when he didn't give me that initial satisfaction of saying thank you, I felt a certain type of way. But then I drove a little bit more down the street, looking back at my rear view, looking back at my side mirrors, whatever. And man, oh man, when he looked and saw that I gave him $20, he did one of the most craziest dances. I mean, he just went crazy. He went crazy to the point to where you can tell, like, it was like almost like this out of body experience for him for just $20. And in my mind, I was like, dang, this dude must have really, 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 really been going through it. Now, imagine that dude having access to a phone with quote unquote friends that have access to people that have access to cash apps, money, bank accounts, help. Imagine that guy within this sector. How would he act? And I propose he would act like dragons. He would act like dragons. I don't give a damn. He would act like dragons. He and dragons are identical. That is what we are running into right now. The psychological impact of dragons being homeless is what we are feeling. The level of entitlement because of her relationship with Lemon and others within this sector, she believes that all she has to do is stand on the proverbial corner long enough. That is her job. Just like that homeless dude that I gave $20 to, I've seen him for over a couple of years now. That's his corner. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I seen this dude, skinnier black dude. I seen a newbie homeless person. I promise you, if I'm lying, I'm mother effing dying, right? I seen a newbie homeless person on this dude's corner. I witnessed with my own eyes this dude tell that white lady to get to mother effing stepping. That's his corner. He was the seasoned vet. He put a claim. He grabbed his flag and he stuck that bitch in the ground. And he said, "This is my territory. Lady, move the fuck on." And she, sure enough, dipped. And I got to see all of that with my own eyes and hear it. You cannot tell me that Dragons didn't put her flag on Lemon's corner for over a year now. I've been here for a little bit over a year now. I've seen it with my own damn eyes. She has she has purchased the platform. And I said this a long ass time ago. You guys probably don't remember, but what you probably do remember is Dragons and I, or just myself, always talking shit about Dragons, even before the whole, the Mexican dudes made me homeless. I was adamant about her bringing his platform down, or eventually him kicking her ass to the curb. Now, I don't know what their relationship truly is right now because I haven't been tapped in like that. I only seen, I only seen Lemon's platform being disrupted by Dragons and he finally put his foot down. But look at what it took. And for those of you that can connect the dots, you're welcome, mother effers. You're welcome. But for those of you that can't connect the dots from beginning to end, I'm sorry. But for those of you that are like, holy shit, this is a masterful production that Binary Code just put on, you're welcome. But you have to be here from start to finish. That's the problem. But for those of you that already got it, you got it. Those of you that don't, hey, maybe you'll catch it. But anyways, look at what it took for Lemon to hopefully, because I don't know, finally do away with Dragons. Look at what it took. And before we get into what it took, let me get my ass into the chat because you guys know when I'm doing these things, I don't look into the chat because I just like to talk, okay, and not get too distracted. All right, is he or she homeless on purpose too? Oh, the homeless guy. I don't know if he's homeless on purpose. I'm not really in his life like that. But what's up, sexy toy lady? Good to see you, friend. What's up, honey love? Big rig slaps in the building. Okay. The peoples are here. The peoples are here. Big rig slap said he died. And it get that midday, not dark. Enjoying the rest of your day. Headed, okay, cool. Robin headed to a football game. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Oh man, that World Series was something else last night. I ain't even gonna hold you. Territorial, yep, big time. The lie. I'm speaking on it, but she love is in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you. She claims she built it. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss nobody. Let me see. Let me scroll up. Moxie is here. Good to see TMK. What's up, big dog? What up? What up? What up? What did Doc October predict? Well, what I predicted was that Lemon would have to kick Dragons to the curb, or she was going to bring his platform down. And I predicted that a long ass time ago. I mean, a long ass time ago. Okay, cool, 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 cool. All right, now, okay, so she'll be back. So okay, she isn't back. Okay, cool. That's good. That helps the narrative. That helps the narrative. Um, so well, she isn't back. That's good. So that helps. Dang, what was I getting into? Oh yeah, this is. Wait, what was I getting into? Oh yeah, this is how Lemon. This is what he had to do in order to get rid of dragons. Okay, this is what he had to do. He had to build a YouTube network big enough to sustain ego when dismissing anyone. Lord, and that's freestyle. This portion of the show is not notes until I start talking about the psychological behaviors of homeless people. But this is freestyle. So y'all know I'm on one today. He had to build a network big enough for ego to be sustained in order to let individuals go. God damn. Damn. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's the truth. Now, is this a shot at Lemon? No. Could it be taken as a shot at Lemon? Of course, because this is YouTube. You say somebody's name and they think you're taking shots. But that's one thing I love about who I am as a person. I just call it like I see it. What Dragons did not anticipate was the day of reckoning. And the day of reckoning came when she was no longer needed for the inflation of ego. Lemon can inflate his ego in various areas now. So much so to the point that he truly doesn't give a damn where it comes from. And all you have to do as a chatter, as a listener, as somebody that enjoys the fuckery and entertainment of the beefing sector, all you have to do is just sniff a little bit of the relationship between Lemon and Just Krista. If the dots haven't connected, I can't help you. I cannot help you. I cannot help you. Histrionic. What is it? HPD? Let me get to my notes. Personality disorder, some shit like that. Miss Whistle Down, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Black Power in the building. Raise the fists. Yeah, I'm trying, Roxy. I'm trying. Dragons is definitely for herself. She'll use people in a heartbeat. Those are facts. Those are facts. But Dragons is a parasite. Okay, she's a parasite. Not all parasites are bad. We have particular bacteria within our body that's needed to fight off the bad stuff, the bad diseases, the bad things. We have particular bacteria that fight off germs that we don't even see. We have particular bacteria on our skin, within our mouths, within our stomach, like everywhere. Well, not necessarily stomach because of the acid, but everywhere, that are attached to us to keep us actually functioning that you cannot see. So not all parasites, I guess, are bad, but dragons is a parasite that feeds off of ego and not her ego. Think about somebody like a lemon that likes to go live for 6 plus 7 plus 9 plus 10 plus mother effing hours. And imagine having somebody that will always be on your panel for those hours. You have to remember there was a time where hours were spent with just lemon and dragons. So lemon found great value, like he was shopping for dragons at Walmart. Lord, if this was battle rap. Lemon found great value in dragons. So he invited that form of bacteria, that form of parasitical activity to his platform. But what happened was, instead of helping fight off diseases, just like skin disease, when things start to turn on itself, that's what happened with dragons. She actually became a virus. So in essence, lemon, okay, please catch this. Please catch this. This is for people that were here at the beginning. So in essence, lemon, oh my God, how can I put this? Because this is freestyle. So in essence, lemon was getting sick from this virus until he was able to find a cure. And the cure was not outside of YouTube. The cure was found on YouTube. So, Lemon, his platform was sick for a very, very long time. And he had to endure that for a very, very long time because he could not shift gears. And the reason why is because he did not have the network big enough at the time to cut off the parasite that is causing this virus within his platform. I hope that made sense to a lot of you. To some of you, guys probably think that I'm just rambling on. But I know that I'm making sense. Like, I just know it. Now, I will get back to dragons, but I want to stick on this lemon stuff for a little bit. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking, not too much on lemon now. I remember I remember when I did that voice, right? And I was trying to say good things about Lady Nika when I first met her, and I actually did that voice. In the beefing sector, not everybody, but like 5% of the beef sector said that I was making fun of Lady Nika. I was like, what? I was like, oh damn, what did I enter into? What the hell? What are y'all talking about? All I did was say nothing but good things, but I made this voice right here. Some people was not some people was not having that shit. But anyways, I'm gonna jump back into it. Yeah, Lemon is definitely a soap opera. I mean, come on. Majority of my content is about him right now. And even I think my last live. So yeah, I mean, he's the gift that keeps on giving, you know what I'm saying? And I know after I watched the Halloween parade or costume party or whatever the hell it was, I know there's gonna be more to talk about. Um but anyways, what Lemon unfortunately had to do was endure like 8 straight months of dragons. Lemon empathized with dragons so much to the point that he started fundraising and giving his own personal money to her. When that happened, his platform actually grew. You guys probably didn't know that because it was a negative growth. And when I say negative growth, yeah, the numbers are growing, but the conversations are negative. When the sector found out that Lemon was fundraising for dragons, and not only fundraising for dragons, but giving his own money to dragons, the chat numbers grew. Maybe his subscribers grew. And I know the length of his live grew, but it was not healthy. The conversations were not healthy. They just weren't. But all he had was that virus. So what that virus was bringing to him was a form of attention. Lord, Lord, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to connect some dots. Was a form of attention. Attention that he needed in order to be successful on YouTube in his mind. We have to remember that Lemon came from Sir King. And I think the late night drama of Sir King was infused into the bloodstream of Lemon. And so maybe, just maybe, his mentor taught him inadvertently wrong. Lord, Lord, man. The e-bike. A damn troll came in as e-bike. Here or where? At Lemon's Joy or here? Not here. If e-bike is here, Lord help me. Okay, not here. Damn. Okay, back to it. Back to it. Oh, Leanne said a bit of rambling, but I'm following along. Yeah, yeah. This is just yeah, yeah, yeah. You already know, but I'm trying to connect. I'm trying to connect the ramblings. I'm trying to make it all make sense for real. I'm not trying to waste words either. I just knew that this was going to be a little lengthy as I connect dots. So so the YouTube content creator experience was birthed from a mentor that probably did not pour into Lemon the way that he should have. So in Lemon's mind at this particular time, okay, and y'all got to remember, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about then, when Dragons was like when you say Lemon, you say Dragon. You say Dragons, you say Lemon. I mean, Dragons go live, Lemon is there. I'm talking about that time. So Lemon psychology, just think about the psychology behind this. Think about the mindset. Lemon, unfortunately, at this time had a fixed mindset. I would, I would, I would, I would, how can I put this? I would declare right now that Lemon actually does have a growth mindset now. But at the time that I'm talking about, Lemon had a very fixed mindset. There was pretty much no room for real growth. And, I kind of chalked that up to the people he was surrounding himself with on YouTube that more than likely didn't have his best interest at heart at the time because they had their own shit going on. But maybe they do now. It might be a little bit too late. But, anyways, he had a fixed mindset. And what was that mindset? Late night drama with people sitting on his panel. If y'all don't see how beautifully of a picture that I'm painting, like I don't, if you're only stuck on the story that I'm telling now and you didn't hear the stories like 45 minutes ago, then man, I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. Great replay value this one. Great replay value this live has. I might even listen to it again because of how masterful of a job I'm doing. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying it's true. But anyways, Lemon had a fixed mindset of create the drama and have people sit around. And the reason why I can say that with confidence that's how it was is because not only was Lemon's Sir King in Dragons was Lemon on Lemon's platform, but Lemon was also like this on Ness's platform. A very fixed mindset. He would hang out. If any drama pops off, he's available to address it. His avatar is clearly seen. That was the formula. That's what was taught. I think the turn really happened when Ness and Lemon actually started camming up and they went to Vegas. It took an actual finally, Lord damn. I know I'm in trouble after this. But finally there was a real life interaction. And with that real life interaction, something shifted in Lemon to where he's seen the momentum of his own star power. Now, mind you, even when Dragons was bringing his damn show down, although the numbers were going up, she was still bringing his show down. Even when she was bringing his show down, Lemon was the main attraction. But in my mind, I don't think Lemon knew that based off of the psychology of him having a fixed mindset. He had a fixed mindset. But once he got out there And once he started doing content outside of the confines of his living room and front yard and car, and he realized his star power, it broke that mother effing curse that I think was inadvertently placed upon him. And that then became one area that was desperately, no, not even an area. That then became the foundation of his network, which inevitably broke, or which inevitably freed him from dragons. Lemon needed to see for himself that he is actually enough. He doesn't need a star studded panel. He doesn't need the cosign from where he actually came from either. But the cool thing about Lemon is he will never really shit on where he came from. That's a good thing. But he doesn't need that cosign. The only thing that I see that's going on now that he has been freed from that damn parasite, is other potential viruses creeping his way, or vices, YouTube vices that's going to hold him back, creeping his way. That's what I can kind of see. And then he's going to get stuck and no longer grow. Right now, he has all the momentum in the world to continue to grow. But if he doesn't trust himself enough to carry his platform, where he's at right now is where he's going to be until another awakening, great awakening, shakes his ass up, and then he can move on to that next level. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the psychology of the homeless. He has another parasite on him. Well, somebody's Black Power has been following along, I see. All right. Okay. What I want us to think about is the mental health, right? The mental health issues that can be not the mental health issues of the person that is homeless now. I want to get into the mental health issues that could have possibly led the person to homelessness. Shall we get into that? When I first came onto the beef sector scene, there was a rap competition happening over at the Finessers. And so as I'm entering into this and I'm seeing the contestants and I'm seeing Lady Snoop and Ness reconciling for the event. So mind you, I don't know what their beef is. But all I know is Ness had so much momentum. Whatever their beef was put to the side so that Lady Snoop could enter into this competition. And I'm thinking to myself, they call this girl Lady Snoop, so she must be a dope ass rapper. And so I gassed Lady Snoop up to drop a few bars on Ness's joint. Y'all can rewind the tape and you will see that what I'm saying is true. And so Lady Snoop obliged and she dropped about 6 bars. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought the bars were whack. But because I was new on the scene, I didn't want to say that. So I was like, oh, dang, you spitting, girl. Okay, okay, okay. But deep down inside, I didn't think her bars were good. I thought it was just a bunch of gibberish. I'm not even gonna hold you. I thought it was a bunch of gibberish. Rewind the tape and you will hear her little 6 bars and you'll probably agree with me. But I did gas her up because I was new to the scene and I didn't want to troll that heavy on somebody that I didn't know. So, anyways, in comes Dragons. In comes Dragons. Dragons could not be upstaged by Lady Snoop in her reconciliation with Ness. In comes Dragons. Dragons comes through and drops a dope ass verse. Probably one that she's been rehearsing for years. Maybe one she stole from her little cousin or nephew and them. I don't know. But she really did come through and she really did drop a fire ass verse. And when she dropped that verse, my jaw, first off, when I picked my jaw up off the floor, I was like, yo, that shit right there was fire, 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 fire. And everybody was like, that was fire. And I think Lady Snoop was still on the panel. Lady Snoop couldn't give us another 6 because I don't really think she's a rapper like that. But anyways, I digress on that. It was Dragon's response to that made me start thinking, something's not quite right. But her response was pretty much like, thank you guys for the accolades, thank you guys for saying I'm this, I'm that, I'm gonna win that money, I've been working, I'm gonna win that money. When is it? Like, wait, what do you mean, when is it? Yeah, because I gotta write. And what are the rules? Like, what do you mean, what are the rules? Like, this is the fuck you talking about? And then another thing that I noticed was she wasn't as long-winded with Dragons. And here I'm thinking, okay, you got Lady Snoop. She has Snoop Dogg's name. You got to remember, I'm new. I'm fresh on the scene. I'm like, you got Lady Snoop, who dropped a mediocre verse. And then you got this superstar in Dragons that just came through. And Dragons has to, like, in my mind, there's no way she's not going to win this. Like, there's just no way. Like, her shit was so dope. There is no way she's not going to win this. But I'm thinking, why is Ness so short with Dragons? You just reconciled with Lady Snoop. Maybe she wanted more time with Lady Snoop because they just reconciled for the event. And then after that, Ness started talking her shit and whatever. But still, maybe that's why. But why is Ness, who I think I just got finished trolling too, why is her answer so short with Dragons? And why does it seem like she wants to move on so quickly? Because Dragons, it seems like, is doing the most to promote the event. But now, hindsight being 2020, Ness knew how mentally unstable Dragons was. I'm that messy. What's good? Good to see you. Ness knew it. I didn't. Ness knew Dragons wasn't reliable. Ness knew Dragons was mentally unstable. I think they're cool now, so forgive me if I'm causing a rift in a relationship. Y'all know how my stories do. They might be cool now, I don't know. But Ness knew it. And like I said, Dragon's response was so weird to me. It's like she didn't know what the hell was going on, but she's gonna win the money. She was surprised that people were like giving her credit or giving her props for a dope ass rap. Now let's fast forward to the actual event. I forgot who won. I think it was like Big Reed or somebody won. I can't remember who won. But Dragons, she folded like a lawn chair. She folded like them brown chairs that you use for barbecues. That's supposed to have a cushion, but they got 4 holes because you can never keep the cushions. She folded. She had to do her verse 3 times. And even on the third attempt, she couldn't get the shit right. And I think because she did so good with that initial verse that she should have just rapped again, that she was pushed to the second round because her shit was trash. I know y'all remember this. And I'm thinking to myself, you were clearly the front runner for this event. You didn't even have to spit no super fire bars. The stage has already been set for your ass to win. And I think at this time it was a shit ton of money. I think they were winning like $400 or some shit for the first place, $600. Like it was a lot of money. The red carpet was pretty much rolled out for her. All she had to do was just spit 3 verses. Now, here's the thing. When she initially dropped that fire ass verse, she said at that time that she's working on the verse for the show. So you mean to tell me that you've been working on this verse for that damn long? It has been written. You have been going over it and over it and over it for Lord knows how many days, months, week, whatever. And you could not deliver. Now, here's the thing though. When she fucked up, she knew it was over for her. She knew it was over. But then, so she was extremely surprised when Ness let her know that she could go through to the second round. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think she tried to do the verse again. When I witnessed this with my own eyes of her crashing and burning, I knew this was a special case. I knew this, there's something going on here. Let's fast forward to when Dragons started glitching. Cause I will. Cause I will. Lord, I already thought I seen something. But when I witnessed her meltdown with that Pizarro situation, it was clear as day to me then, as it's steadily stacking up from her not being able to handle the praise given to her not being able to capitalize on a situation where a red carpet was rolled out for her. And now she's glitching with the Pizarro situation. She's glitching. I knew then and there when she started glitching that something is not quite right with this individual. Look, I was on the Dragons train. When she kicked that first freestyle on Ness, I subscribed to her channel. I hit her panel, and Lemon was there. I think Lemon and I actually got into an argument on her panel. I can't remember, but maybe. Like, yo, I want to be a supporter. How could I support this movement? But then slowly but surely, I started seeing the deterioration of her image and then the real her starting to seep out. So I'm not saying she has mental health disorders, but I am saying that I seen something before the homelessness. And I'm pretty sure you guys seen the same damn thing. This is a person so paranoid that they said Fates Yaya, Pizarro, and somebody else, maybe Nika, I don't know, was hacking into her computer remotely and doing shit. It was that person right there with that mindset that Lemon handed the keys to his platform to. And she was running his shit for like 8 to 9 months or maybe even a year. Maybe she was running his shit before I even got here. So, with that being said, I want you to now picture that person. Okay, before I get into that, let me get into the chat. Sorry guys, I think I've been ignoring. I'm sorry. Damn it. All right, let's see. Okay. I still think she's on Tusi. She was off the chain when she was in. Wait, and she was what? In us, keep it real. Oh, she was that. Oh, that was her name. Okay. If nothing else told you, that day said it all. She definitely got issues. Facts. She can't handle the pressure. She crashed out. Facts. 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 Favorites, big rig, honest, row one for showing up. Damn shame. Oh, dang. What happened? Dang. Oh, the whatchamacallit. Okay. $1,200 last night's pot. Lord, that's man, the B sector ain't playing, man. Come pillow talk with a hashtag never forget. That messy, so she's always been like that. Crazy, crazy. Pressing buttons on her phone saying it's hacked. And now she dragged it. Oh, okay. Still glitchy. Yeah, till this day. Says still people on her phone. Lord, she was telling ZX that the other day. What? Good Lord, this is crazy. This is insane. Wait, who's? Why'd you say Brianna? Oh Lord, what did I do? Okay. Sadly, her mental state is what causes her. Yes, Roxy. Yep. Oh man, Terry, not a brain on drugs. Lord, man. She said she was paying a private investigator. El Blue, good to see you, friend. Really good to see you. Something she said recently. I don't know. I'm going back to the Lemon finally doing what was necessary. So I'm going back. So whenever I go live, I'm like light years behind. You know what I mean? So maybe she said something recently. I don't know. She doesn't have a private investigator. She can't buy herself cigarettes. Nobody would give her attention until Lemon threw her on everybody. Wow. Yeah. Schizophrenia, traces of it. Wow. Okay. All right. So here we go. Now, if that's how she was then, We, as chatters, as observers, as people that can analyze things, break things down, we would be remiss, or it would be far removed from us, or we would almost be in the wrong if we think that when she became homeless, that those issues went away and were not amplified. Like I said, we are getting into the psychology, the psychological impact of being homeless. So I think I did a pretty good job of breaking down signs of something not quite right, or her being unstable. And now, she gets threatened by the Mexican mafia or whatever. I don't know what she got threatened by. And she's got on her bike, and now it has been amplified. Now we're dealing with a dragons. Think about this. And I could be dead wrong, but this is just my analysis. This is just my breakdown. This is just my observations. Take it with a grain of salt. All this is alleged. But I want you to think about this. We are now dealing with a dragons that solely finds comfort in the sector. Everywhere else, anxiety has heightened, fear has heightened, depression has heightened, sleeplessness has heightened, and potentially and possibly, allegedly, substance abuse could have been heightened. And it is not a coincidence, therefore, that homelessness and mental illness have a lot in common. Some people are homeless because they were truly down on their luck, and they figure out a way, and they fight back, and they get back to right standing of where they think that their lives should be. Other people are homeless because they're spiraling down, but they think that they're falling up. Oh, that was a good one. You need to write that down, binary. Other people are homeless because they're spiraling down, but they think that they're falling up. They have this mentality that tomorrow will be better for them without putting in the work. They have this mentality that God is going to look out for them without putting in the work. So, with homelessness and mental illness being so close together, as far as signs, as far as the mental signs, imagine how much worse it is for the individual that has them both. Now, I'm not saying dragons has them both. I'm just saying imagine how bad it would be for the person that has them both. Just think about, like, I'm not even going to hold you guys. I have a hard time sleeping. I have a very, very, very comfortable life, but I still have a hard time sleeping. There's just a lot that is on my mind. Like, there's a lot. Imagine if I, out of nowhere, became homeless. That would not cure that would not cure my sleepless nights. It would amplify them. So binary, you're breaking all this shit down. What do you want from us? What are your suggestions? What are you trying to really convey here? Stop letting dragons on your panels. You are doing her a disservice. You're doing her a disservice. You're giving her a false illusion of acceptedness. You're giving her a false illusion of comfort. You're giving her a mirage of a brighter future. This lady is spiraling down. She has fire on her feet and she be running across bridges. If a person calls themselves helping dragons, but allowing her to camp out, allowing her to talk her shit, allowing her to continually be homeless and find comfort on a panel, I'm telling you, you are doing her a disservice. I used the homeless dude kicking that white lady off his corner for a reason. Dragons will, she cannot help herself. Wherever she's at, she will eventually start feeling entitled to your platform. It does not matter where she's at. Okay, fine. If you have to have her on your platform, get the mute button ready. Get the send to backstage button ready. Put her butt in timeout for a little bit. The reason I say that is because when she starts going off, she can't help it but to cut everybody off. She can't help it. Now, if Lemon was armed with a little bit of that information, maybe things would be different over at his platform between him and Dragons, and he wouldn't have to ostracize. I think that's the word. Kick her out. I don't know. I don't know the word. I'm trying to use fancy words. Shun. I don't know. But I've been saying this for almost a year now. Dragons, she glitches. Dragons is a virus. We're talking about a lady that received a shit ton of money from this sector, but doesn't believe that this sector has done enough for her situation. We're talking about a lady that doesn't want you, the individual content creator or chatter, to chat about her name, to speak on her situation that she makes public if you have not paid her. That was one of her complaints and gripes about me. Well, shit, Binary has a lot of shit to say. He ain't never gave me a penny. What did I tell you about people that don't want to put in the work? I told her I would give her $50. I just want to know where my money's going. So itemize it for me. All that was the only reason I did that was to get her to do something. Just do something. Like apply yourself. Just like histrionic personality disorder. I could have easily read that definition and you could have easily pinpointed who I was talking about in the beginning. But hey, if you really want to know, you do your own research and figure out that definition, and then you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. Do you guys think Dragons gave me a simple, very, very simple, an itemized list for $50? That's like what? 3 or 4 items? I mean, $50 does not go very far. Jed, you could put one item on the list that's going to cost $50. I don't know, but just create something. Start applying yourself to earn something. That's one thing that drives me crazy is sorry ladies that I'm saying this, but it's true. Are women that think that they can just get by off of their looks. And then once their looks fade and you really see what they are actually capable of or what they actually produce, and you see that it ain't shit, you feel some type of way. And that woman feels entitled because all of her damn life, she's been getting things handed to her because of the way she looks. Never had to apply herself. That's what Dragons was doing to Lemon. And let me tell you guys the honest to God truth. This is the honest to God truth. I don't even think Lemon was attracted to Dragons for real. He pretended to be every once in a while. He pretended to say, oh, if I had to choose between Dragons and the Hispanic Doxer, in his mind, he knew he would choose the Hispanic Doxer 100 times out of 100 times over Dragons. He knew that. But because of his ego at the time, he could not tell her the truth. That the only reason you're here is because I have a fixed mindset and I believe that I have to have a person on this damn panel. That's the only reason you're here. It's not because you produce. If anything, if I go back in the day, if anything, people were getting frustrated with Dragons being on Lemon's panel back in the day. Frustrated. Because what happened when Dragons was over talking everybody and Lemon finally had enough because he built up a big enough platform and network and self-esteem for himself, not self-esteem, Lord Jesus help me, for himself. Oh man, could have been Red Bonnie Hood. I don't know if that could be facts, but if it is, Lord Jesus. Oh damn, what was I even talking about? Damn, see, that's why I don't be in the chat. That's why I don't be in the chat. Oh my god, I forgot what I was. Oh my god. All I know is Lemon created the avenue where Dragon's mentality, where her mentality could thrive. And we, as the consumer of his platform, weren't really digging her personality at all. So what she did when Lemon finally had enough, what she did was nothing new. She has been over talking and bringing this man's platform down for a very, very long time. All right, so let's see here. What I'm going to do now is I am going to drop the link for anybody that wants to come up. I've almost spoke to you guys for 2 hours. So I don't want to hear nobody say anything that I don't be giving it up on these live streams. 2 hours. Let me get into the chat before I drop the link just to see. I don't think it's her looks. It's not. You already know it's not her looks. Red Bonnie Hood. It's not her looks, but it's more. That was more on Lemon's side of things, where I guess he wants every single woman to like him for whatever reason, no matter how they look. Let that sink in. I'm always broke. It's safe that way. Yep, facts. Yep. You told her to make an Amazon list and she couldn't even do that. Yeah, facts. My God. Come on. It's like, God, dog. Half of these people are touched up top. They can't comprehend what you're saying. Damn. Lemon getting enough self esteem and not needing someone on the panel. Facts. Finally. Finally. Do you know that Flacco hit Lemon panel trying to network? Hey, Flacco, that's why Flacco is who he is. He doesn't, he doesn't discriminate. And Flacco can thank me for introducing the B sector to him. Just saying. There's that. I did, yeah, yeah. This one right here, she was yelling that he wouldn't let her talk, but she never added anything to the panel. Those are facts. Those are facts. Yep. Those are facts. All right, so let me go ahead and drop this link. If no one comes up, that's fine. I will go ahead and end the live. I think I put in enough work this fine Saturday. Shoot, got some college football to watch. You know what I mean? I don't even know who's playing, but college football has been off the hook. Shoot, sports in general have been off the hook. Basketball season has started, so there's that. You know what I mean? Like I said, the World Series is a good one. Finally got the two juggernauts playing. Thank you, Big Rig. Big Rig said it was a good stream. Thank you, Roxy. Yep. I hope MBK or Riggs come up. Okay. Me too. Those are the homies. We'll see. Yeah, but this has been fun, and thank you guys for indulging me in this conversation. I don't know, in my commentary. I could be way off, but I just like doing these types of things. Ah, shit. Hopefully her device is working. Hopefully she got one of her 90 billion devices that actually work. Let's see. Hey, friend.
Well, I put all my money into my condo because
Yeah, I know you living
so my
good, but you ain't
devices have
sounding
got to
good.
take a hit. I ain't sounding good,
You ain't sounding good, but
I
you
can
living
have
good,
invested
girl.
to great microphones.
So what's up, Star?
So, did you? So I just wanted to know if you saw Ghost. Remember that? Remember when Ghost was doing these, these actors and actresses? They're doing like recreations of. You know, he did one. Oh, you with the doctor? You got your doctorate. You can start touching girls and stuff.
Lord Jesus. All right,
Did you
so
see
one,
it?
I'm trekking a little bit with you, but you are breaking up. Lord Jesus, Target, what are we gonna do? You need an
Oh,
Apple. You need an Apple phone, or
okay.
you need an iPad with data on it.
Oh,
You need something, girl, because this ain't working no more.
okay.
What are you using? An Android?
This ain't working. Oh God. You
Not you traveling through space. Somebody said you traveling through space, Star.
owner of the planetarium.
Yeah. Dang, girl, why is this happening? Does this happen everywhere you go now, or just on Saturdays with me?
Well, gonna have to start going live on Thursdays night. I mean, it's just, are you capable of doing it?
Capable of doing what? Going live tonight? You know what? I will
On
go live.
Thursday
I
night.
will go. Oh, Thursday nights. Nah, girl, what you trying to do, girl?
Or any night. Well, that's what you remember that was our set time.
Oh, right. Yeah. So your
But you
phone,
can
so
do it
your
any
phone,
night.
so your
My
phone
phone only
works
works at
better at
night.
night. Lord
Well,
Jesus.
and I'm going to my client's house and they stay in the woods.
That's true. That's true. Hey,
Yeah,
we're gonna
so
see you on a miss. We're gonna see you on the back of a milk carton going to your client's house, and they only live in the
no, these
woods,
are good
girl.
woods people. These people that live in the woods, they
Yeah,
good with
those are the no. The good woods people are the ones that get you. Like
yeah,
I
they
trusted Billy Ray.
I
I really did
trusted
trusted Billy Ray. I didn't know he was gonna
Billy
do that to
Ray,
me.
not you, Billy Ray.
Yeah, Big Rigs.
Woo.
I can decipher crackling Stargate.
Yeah,
I can
he knows how
decipher.
to fight for crackle. We've been doing this a while. We've been doing this a while.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. So, what's your thoughts on dragons? I don't know if you've been following that case or that scenario
Well,
or
do
that
you remember
storyline.
me and Lemon actually got into it because he tried to defend dragons? Do you remember that day or
Oh
that
yeah, I
night?
remember that. I remember that.
Yes.
He's probably kicking himself for that, or he doesn't care. You know, he was like, okay, growing
He
pains.
actually apologized
Oh, he
to me.
apologized. Oh,
Yeah,
good,
because remember
good.
that's when he called me dumpster pussy. So,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
but he
yeah,
apologized for the whole kerfuffle. 'Cause I think he was just trying to take up for his homegirl, right? And I was like, but
yeah. And
Lemon, what about
unfortunately,
when
that
she's
shouldn't have been his homegirl. It shouldn't have been his
right,
homegirl.
right?
That's
I
the
think he
problem.
realized that now. I think he
Yeah.
realized it.
And that's like what 8, 9, 10 months to some people a year's worth of
It's
time
like
just wasted.
it seemed like years ago now.
Hmm.
It's so true what they say with it. YouTube time, it's in its own
It accelerates.
time space continuum.
It
Yeah.
is. It
So
is.
yeah.
Not middle of the mall, Usi.
Ah,
Did he
middle
call
of the
you middle of the mall, Usi?
I don't remember it because we was do remember dumpster pussy. I do
I
remember
think I
that.
remember him calling you middle of the mall, Usi.
Middle of the mall pussy. Oh my god. I don't even know what that is. I know what dumpster pussy is
Well,
though.
nobody really gets things from the middle of the mall. Those whatchamacallits, those middle of the mall.
I actually thought the middle of the mall was the high traffic area, and then it's the end of the mall where you don't want to be.
Oh yeah, that could be true too. I don't really
Yeah,
go
so
to the
I
mall,
guess
so
it
I wouldn't
depends
know.
on what area you're in. But middle of the mall, pussy, that's funny. But I just didn't know. But according to you, right, it's just the low traffic area. Gotcha, gotcha,
Wait, no,
gotcha.
according to me, it's like the cheap area.
Or the cheap area. But you've seen it. I mean, how many times have we when we was exploring other sectors before the beef sector, you see time and time again dudes just throwing themselves at me.
Oh, I
We
see that.
don't have yeah, we don't have to. And I think Lemon, like I said, I think Lemon realized he fucked up. So it's okay. And he apologized. So I told him I'm still mad that he kicked me off the panel. That's my most
Right.
number one pet peeve. Like you could call me dumpster pussy, and I love to go back and forth, but it's the kicking me off the panel because you're tired of going back and forth with me. That's what I'm like really upset at.
Right,
So
because you love to talk.
right, right,
So
right, right,
so
right, right.
I haven't seen you in a while. How are you aging? You got a whole bunch of gray hair now. It seems like it's been a minute.
Oh well, listen. I'll tell you what. You want to do a show tonight? I came up tonight.
I am not doing no show tonight. Well, I
Okay.
might. I might. I might. I might.
Yeah,
That'll
I'm
bring the
still
traffic.
cute. I'm still cute. I'm still cute.
Uh,
Well, according to other people, I know you, my bro. I know you can't. I know you find me disgusting. I know this. I know
not
this.
disgusting, but I mean,
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
you
you
don't really look at your sister like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
do.
just thinking.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, I'm just thinking in my mind, you have had to have aged, is what I'm saying. You've got to.
no, I haven't. I'm so cute. I'm still cute.
I don't
I'm
know.
still cute.
So I can't be using you no more, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, are you saying you was trying to use? Because I know
No,
you was
I
trying
have
to
been.
use.
I have
You,
been. What are you talking
no,
about?
you tried. You tried. Because listen, I developed my own relationship with Lemon. I did not go on your terms because I know you was trying to pit me out to Lemon. But I
Oh, that's
decided
true.
my own. See, I know where you be trying to pit me out, brother. And
This
listen,
could be his here.
in a single, what's his name? Single intellect.
Uh-huh.
I fell
Hey,
in
that was
love
a
with.
close one. See, that
That
was
was
me. That was my doing.
right, but then he got back with his wife. So I mean,
Them damn good marriages
them damn
interfering
good
with your
ass,
relationships.
them great ass marriages and shit, working themselves out.
Uh-oh, not
Uh,
not you and the Owl show talking again.
oh wait, yes. So me and Al actually made up because
Lord
me and
Jesus.
illogical Alan fell out, and he told me to choose between him and Al Lanier, and I said, "Oh, I choose Al Lanier." And I said, "Matter of
Wow.
fact, I said Al Lanier. Let's build a bridge.
What?
Uh, so that's how it all started.
Dang, that shows you like the desperation and the decline of the sector. If you linking up with Al for
Well,
content.
I know not for content because Identity did. So like I went live on the backup.
Mhm.
So Identity. So when Al was on the show and Identity came on, he was getting a little ornery with Identity, and I chose Identity over Al. So
Mm.
there you go. So I'm not
So
gonna
they
ever.
said Ghetto Intellect was actually trying to get with dragons when he saw
Oh
her in that
Lord.
bikini. But the thing is he didn't realize it wasn't a bikini. That was bra and panties that was just kind of had a dirt design on it.
Oh my God. No, it was a
That was
bikini.
that was not no bikini.
It was a bikini.
Y'all trying to swim? What the fuck?
Wait, who was the white dude that was in the room though? That's what everybody want to know. There was a white dude in the room. Is that the dude who paid for the room that night?
A white dude was in the room with dragons. I'm behind.
Oh, okay. So can somebody? Because I can't look at the chat right now. So, there anybody that
Yeah, she
was
must have
aware?
paid for the, or he must have paid for the
I
room
think
that
he
day.
paid for the. So there was the assumption that the white dude paid for the room. So is anybody caught up with that information yet in the chat? Can you please
He
elaborate?
was
Oh,
Cuban, and
give
that
us.
was her boss.
Oh yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
cut it out. It was definitely a bikini. Fine, fine,
Ah!
fine.
I find it very interesting how you told me to stop beefing with the women in our sector, but you beefing with the beef. I mean, what is that all about, Code?
No, this is
What's that?
just this is just my I told you so about dragons. That's all. I'm not beefing with
Okay.
nobody.
Not
Because
beefing,
dragons,
but
yeah, dragons has
going at
always. I've
women.
always been
Yeah.
talking shit about dragons. She's a special
Right,
case
right,
in my
right.
mind. Yeah, she's a special case. Yeah, she. All right, she gets on my nerves, man. I don't know how else to put it.
Well, that's what I felt too.
Mhm.
I was like, Dragons, we was cool. How you gonna come on this panel and try to drag me down with these other beef women? But
Right, you
what's
can't even have
you know
dragons
what?
back. That's how delusional she is. She said exactly, Big Rig. I
But
don't know if you
that's
heard
I
her.
was like, Drag. Oh, okay. So I basically was okay, because that was my thing. Like, I was like, Dragons, we was just like yesterday. I say, Dragons, yesterday we was cool. Like, how you? We was
Yeah, she be glitching.
cool.
She be
Yeah.
glitching.
So
Mhm. Yep.
yeah.
So
So
let me know a little bit about the sector because it's been quiet on the sector streets, or am I just not in the loop, or what's happening?
oh, I'm trying to think. The biggest thing is right now, Kip and Remix fell out, and
Oh, okay.
P and somehow P and okay. So I think something happened on Smoke's panel, and P felt set up. So I think that's the biggest thing going on, but it's connected with the fact that is 2.0 officially done. So I think the general census is 2.0 is done. It would like took 2.5 months for us to fall apart. Even though I think we teamed up to do the biggest, get back at Triggs, T Pre, and who else was in that? I think it was just basically Triggs and T Pre, to get them
Oh, wow.
exposed or whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
so
So now you guys have fallen out
there you go.
because I could not keep up with who was 1.0, 2.0. I
I
was like, this
actually
is
have not fell out with. No, I haven't fallen out with anybody in
no, but
2.0.
2.0,
They
but
are
2.0 has fallen
they
out.
are fighting amongst each other. So it was so to the point where it did dismantle because of the in fighting. But I mean, but then Triggs and Carrie fell out. So it's like so even though this is always the understanding, you're gonna team up with somebody and there's a purpose. And we know that we don't get along in general with people that if we choose to team up with, we know it's going to end. So to make it seem like it was a big deal, when there's been infighting amongst, the other side too. So like the
Mm.
fact that Triggs thought that Carrie was going to sit there and let him, because I think the real main reason was Triggs and Carrie fell out because Triggs was obviously acting like he don't talk shit about Jay Dunn, because that's what
Mm,
Triggs do.
mhm,
So he basically was teaming up against Carrie, against with Jay Dunn.
mm.
And then Karen was like, you told me to stay away from this bitch. So why are you even taking up for her? So here we go again. Carrie's caught off guard thinking that people, that just because we fell out, they're gonna treat her better, right? So
All right.
that
Yep.
was basically the general, I think, assumption that Carrie accidentally made, because you can hear in her voice she was very hurt that Triggs had turned on her.
That's crazy.
And so yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry, go
crazy.
ahead.
So no, no, you're good. I'm just saying that's wild. So
It's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I saw a picture of a dude. I don't know who this dude was, but he had like a small little knot on his head. And D Darrell was
Oh,
like,
that's drama. That's
I
drama.
had a feeling. I was like, oh no,
Yeah,
they
so
got
because he
drama.
can't. Yeah, so that, because what happened was, dramas, when he was doing one of these shows, going after Mrs. Fingali.
Uh-huh.
That's your karmatic debt drama. So he got an alert or something like that, and he
Hmm.
accidentally showed his email. So people took that
What?
email and Googled it, and traced it right back to Drama's
Whole
job
life.
and
What?
his whole life. And that's why Drama
Holy
haven't been on the internet, dude. So
holy
the fact
shit.
that he teamed up with Trick, Smoke got this great picture with Trick,
Holy
because the fact that Drama teamed up with Triggs, it like in the Smoke got this picture where he like basically obliterated them in the metaverse because Drama teamed up with Triggs, or he made this other meme, Triggs like looking out the window, say Drama. He said, "Nah, nigga, you already got me doxxed, nigga, by fucking with you." So listen. So the fact that Drama got doxxed fucking with Triggs, and Triggs got doxxed, and then T Pre, she's a skank at, like, the fact that
Uh-oh.
it was revealed that her daughter, it was traumatized by her
Lord,
upbringing with T Pre being her mother. So like, it's like the fact that
Lord,
they got all three of them. I mean,
damn. Okay, I'm gonna
yep.
do something. I have to do something on that.
You have to do like,
Holy so that's drama? Look, when I
yes,
saw that, I had a gut feeling because I was watching D Darrell's live, but he never mentioned who that was. I guess he
mention
just
who it was,
assumed
right?
we
That's
knew,
what. Yeah, you got
right?
to
But I
know.
didn't
That's
know
why
because
we
I
got
wasn't
the
caught up.
names must be named. I don't get why people
Lord
don't like to mention
Jesus.
names, but
Wow.
that's what happened.
Nothing like I expected drama to look. That is
Right.
nothing how I thought
I
he would
thought he
look.
was big, and like I thought he was this big fat marshmallow dude, right? But he's not big, but he do looks weird with that knot on his head. Like he got a whole. I actually said he got breast cancer on his head.
Oh, not breast cancer on his forehead. Lord, breast cancer.
Yes, yes. I say, it's something wrong with this nigga when he always come. Cause remember, he didn't go at none of the women but me. And I said, there's something wrong with this
Oh
nigga where he's
god.
insecure about. Where it, cause
Oh
he picked up.
man.
There's something he's insecure about, and it was that unicorn on that head. He got a whole unicorn.
So yo, shout out to Ray Triggs for having a deformed wrist, and then
Yes,
you got drama with a
with
deformed
the deformed
forehead.
head, and
Slander
something wrong with
Slander
drama
God better not
arm
accidentally
too.
cam up. Slander God better
Yo,
not
drama
accidentally
got a
cam up.
deformed arm, so like his one of his arms is shorter than the other one too. So it's like, I cannot wait to catch you
What?
up. So when you go live, please go live at night at 11 p.m. so I can.
Oh
Like,
my
I gotta be
god.
there, bro. I got all
Oh
the
my
info.
god.
I got all the info.
Okay. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to go watch
Woo.
tonight. and you gonna have to
Oh
catch me
man,
up on all this. That's crazy.
you
YM said
got
I
to
got to
go.
pass. I
Yes,
definitely got to
yes,
pass.
yes.
Not for the weekend, just for today, YM. Not for the weekend. Not for the weekend. So I guess what Red Bonnie Hood is saying is that no, Terry actually said that the Cuban man gave her the room and gave her that bathing suit. And that's why dragons wore that
Mm,
bathing suit for 24 hours straight.
right,
That's
right.
disgusting. Oh yeah, but she's
That's
she's
what I
she's
was.
she's homeless. But so
So the dude, so he wasn't a white dude. It was a Cuban dude who
yeah,
paid
it
for
was a
the room
Cuban
for the
dude.
night.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So thank you for getting me, because I was like, who is this? I said so, and so like everybody was assuming the dude paid for the room, and that's she had a place to sleep for the night, and then so she would had to wear the bathing suit for for the night. So she got a
Dang.
place to sleep. She
Now
had to
now
show
look at
off her
this. Look at
body.
this. Now allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not. You
Right,
said
right,
it.
right.
Maybe she's selling her body. Maybe I don't know. But you're in this situation and you're still going live.
So she just thought, see, she can't see past the moment. She didn't
Right.
realize how bad it would actually make her look, because she can't afford for her own place. So we just by simple deduction, we know how it actually ended up. She just like, let me came up in this bathing suit and show off my body. Listen, Dragon was cute that day, but listen, we saw her what they call it, the mug shots though. I don't know. Listen, if that's what you look like in real life though, I mean, come on. She was cute that night. I gotta give her that. She was cute that night.
Okay. And that's
Um,
when Ghetto Ender like fell in love, I guess.
yeah,
Lord
yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
So she's definitely fit. I would definitely say that, because I'm not, because my my flat ass. Liz, but I will give it, but she doesn't understand that
Well,
she
Dragon
could have
says it's her
had.
boyfriend. According to Yvonne, Dragon says that's her boyfriend.
Oh, it's her boyfriend. Uh huh.
I guess. And
Yeah.
so that's why
Code
Red
for.
Bonnie Hood was asking me, what do you think about a woman bringing a date around a man that's giving her money? I think she's
Mm.
referring to dragons. Bringing a date around a man that's giving her money. How do, that's a no, not
Or
desperate.
was
That's
it
a
her? Was it what? I mean, or was it a transactional? Was it her pimp introducing her to a John? I mean, we could also look at it that way too.
right, and they're saying that that's her boss now. That's her boss.
Her pimp,
No, the Cuban guy is her boss.
her pimp.
Now,
Pimps are bosses too.
now where did she work now? Anybody know where she worked? Does she work
She
at
works the
Target?
streets. She works the streets.
Not works the street, Lord Jesus. Dragons was definitely performing for Lemon's attention since Krista is there competing. Both these women have very jealous spirits. Dang. Oh, look at Breaking is in the building.
Hey, culture.
Dang, man. YM said don't go too hard on dragons. Sorry, YM. This whole live is about dragons. The whole live is about dragons, YM. Sorry. Like,
YM
I don't
is
know
the
YM. Dragons just gets
queen.
on my nerves.
YM is the queen of pick choosing a side. How she go choose a side? Tell who should pick a side or not. YM,
I
you
don't
ain't
know.
shit.
Hey, YM don't have a bone in the fight. Is that what you say, or a dog in the fight? A dog in the fight. YM don't have a dog in the fight, so she'll get on everybody's nerves. She don't give a damn.
Yeah, but
Like right now, I
I
bet you she's getting on
what
T3's
happened
nerves.
is she fell. Remember, she was heavily riding with the 1.0 crew. This is before 1.0 was even called 1.0. But when she
Hmm.
fell out with them, now she can be biased. You know what? Does that make sense?
Right, right.
Yeah, because
But I don't think she's been. I don't think she's like Triggs. I think
no, because they fell out. So she's only biased when she falls out with the person. Does that make sense?
it does. It does.
Okay, because like when
But when
Triggs was
did she
doing fuck
ever
shit
like
back
Triggs?
way back. No, they was cool at one point. You forgot. See,
Uh,
you be
yeah, I
forgetting.
forget a lot. I'm old.
They
I'm old.
were
I be
cool at one time. and they fell out. And then so YN started going in and treat.
Yeah, because shoot, whenever YM has my back on something, I know I done fucked up.
And yo, she had my listen. She had my back, even though YN said, "Listen, I hate Star with all my guts, but I don't know why Triggs acting like he not this Laquan dude. Like she did have my back on that. So even before that when they was talking about I was had a cash app generate. Oh, see, you don't even know any. So that's something we gotta talk
No, I
about when we.
remember that a little
Oh,
bit.
you
A
remember that?
little bit.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, a
okay.
little bit.
Because
Yeah, but
they
we could talk
accused
about
me
that
of
too.
having a cash app generator, even though I showed the ones who used their like didn't use their government name. Like I went through my phone, I was like, how can I use the Cash App generator when I'm actually showing how
Right.
I'm going
Showing
through my
y'all real
phone,
cash apps. Yeah. Like these
like
are
going in
real.
real time, showing you video.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah, dang, so that was drama. I knew it, like, but I wasn't
yeah,
100% sure, so I was like,
you
okay.
was 100% sure.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, I think this is drama. I think so who was it, a troll account that put the picture out, or who actually broke it to where it's like, here's
we
drama?
don't know who the Laquan troll. Oh wait,
Oh,
hold on.
Laquan did it?
So wait a minute, hold on. Laquan put
The damn troll.
yeah. So he actually mentioned it, but Smoke took it and ran with it. So I would say we
So
have
Smoke Smoke
Smoke
put
and
the
Kip.
actual
Kip
picture out.
Kip started doing some information, like looking up information. Cause there's a video with
I need
somebody
to know who
calling
put the
Drama's
picture out
job.
though.
Yo,
Somebody calling
recently
drama what?
they called his job. Like we don't know even if it was it Kip who did.
No,
Yo, listen, honey. Yo,
no,
it's getting deep. It's getting
no,
deep.
no, not calling the man's job. Oh my
Yes,
God.
yes.
Oh, damn.
So
Every dog has its day.
yeah.
Dang, they called his job. Ugh.
All in this because he was a trigger. He was a trig. So that's my new word for everybody who's fucking with trigs. Oh, so you was trigging back in the days. You're a trigger, and you got caught
Triggin.
up trigging for trigger.
Hey, it's only due time before Slander's identity gets revealed.
Yeah. So everybody picked. Oh Lord, do you remember that movie Ghost? That
Yeah, Patrick Swayze and all them.
albino. No. The
Oh,
albino. Uh. Oh man, I gotta. Somebody said that was Slender. It was an
oh
albino.
Lord.
There was. Hold on. I got
What's
to
up,
think about
Barn
that movie.
Dog?
I
Barn
might be
Dog is
saying the
here.
wrong movie, but there was a
Powder. You're probably thinking of
powder,
Powder.
not Ghost.
Yeah,
It was
Lord,
powder.
not Powder. Lord Jesus.
Powder. Yeah.
Oh, they played it.
Yo,
So who you said
yeah.
Kip played it? Played the
So we
call?
don't know. We don't. Nobody's taking credit. Nobody's taking credit.
Yeah, who would want
Yeah.
to take credit for that?
Yeah.
That's if
So
Shakim
we'll
was doing
see.
it, Shakim would love to take credit for that.
Right.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
dang. Gosh, but I don't know if that's really drama's pick and info. That's what
Uh,
YM's saying.
I mean, okay. Okay. We have to do the show tonight because I do have to go because I have. So I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you why we know it is. So
Okay.
even though drama has disappeared, because drama tried to do a show trying to act like it wasn't him, but then we know how he say, well, why y'all didn't say I was cute like Trick, when
Did
because
he
there was
say
this
that?
thing. Yeah, because he said that shit. So
Oh,
it
it's
was like,
him.
so he
It's him.
accidentally self-revealed. He was like, well, why
It's
y'all ain't say
him.
I was cute like Trig? So he was like, he was dying. So he was confirming that it was him and Trig, while trying to
Damn.
deny that it wasn't him and Trig. He had all these uh,
Damn. And
evidences that we got.
here's the thing, and I know you gotta go, but here's the thing. We know that all a person needs is a little bit of information.
Right.
If
And then if you
they
pick
will
at that
find
person
your
long
ass.
enough, and if you pick at a person long enough, they'll actually self-reveal themselves. Yeah, because
Damn.
he was trying to defend the fact, because John was like, I don't know, is it me? And then he going stupid shit. Well, why y'all didn't say I was cute like some bullshit like that,
Damn. See, the thing is, oh no, go ahead, Star. I know you gotta go. Go ahead. I know you
Yeah,
gotta
I
go.
got. But listen, I can't. Look, I hope you can. If you can't go live tonight, just let me know when you do go live so we can catch
Okay.
up with this.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
try. I'll try.
I'm sorry
All
I
right.
couldn't read the chat, y'all, because I'm driving and stuff. So I love y'all, and all right. Peace out,
All right.
codes.
Peace, superstar. All right, y'all. That's Stargate right there. Damn, she filled me in. And here I thought the Umar Johnson sector had no drama at all. They got drama. Double entendre. They got drama. Not oh good, she's gone. Damn, why am damn. So Kip, hold on. Am I missing something? Let me see. Hold on. Kip has an actual channel? Because if he has a channel and he's giving out this information, I need to get there. Stop playing around. So Kip has an actual channel. Hmm. I might, Yvonne. I don't know. I might. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Can you guys still hear me? Hopefully you can still hear me. I just went to my other YouTube account. Let me see. Fudge. Keeping it plain drama. Let's see if it pops up that way if he actually has a channel. No, that shit ain't working. Yes, he has a channel. It's on Gates' new channel. Oh, G Gates. Okay. Okay. Vegas Gates. Let me type that shit in. Vegas Gates. All right. Boom. So you said he has a new channel? Damn it, man. Sorry guys, I'm looking real quick. Maybe G Gates has a link to his new channel on here. Shit. Oh well. Oh, I'll find out. I'll have to do my research. I'm gonna have to do my research. Well, today has been really, 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 really fun. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me today. We got to catch up on my thoughts on Dragons and Lemon falling out. I really wanted to make a whole production out of it, but I just didn't have time. So hopefully I was able to paint pictures with my words instead of having all the images and things like that. So that was the goal, just to kind of put images in your mind based off of my words. Man, damn, so much going on in the Umar Johnson sector, so much going on in the B sector. It feels good. It feels good. Maybe every other Saturday I could go live. When the cat's away, the mice will play. I think that's a saying. Why am I been having all these sayings and fucking them up? Thank you, Terry. Thank you. It feels good to be missed. You know what I mean? Some people be on YouTube so much that they can't even feel this feeling, if that makes sense. They can't even feel this feeling of being missed. So yeah, I definitely miss the sectors. I miss both of y'all. Man, we got to figure out what's going on with drama, though. We got to figure out what's going on with drama. All right, y'all. I'm out this mug. Have a great one. Peace.
And you can't stop. Yo, a lot of niggas lost their pops to the drug game. Other niggas lost their blocks when the thugs came. They knew how to box, they ain't know about the slug game. Soon as the money get right, that's when the love change. Niggas know who to call when they want raw. Kiss is the cornerstone of the corner store. D-block general, he stay shining in the back of the van, 2K9, and my dope so strong it's giving fiends the hiccups. Coke so high, got niggas doing stick-ups. Found out another nigga dead, light the piff up. Make sure one is in the head, load the fifth up. Played my hand right, baby, I held aces. Nothing on the scene but blood and shell casings. Nike gloves on the team, they can't trace us. Snitches in the witness protection, getting facelifts. These niggas will never be able to fuck with me. Say my grace before I give them $150. The whole hood with me, they hating, we all spiffy. Everything's a short shot, none iffy.